afternoon, and we're now ready for the last part of the afternoon session, and we're not going to have any more formal technical presentations, but this is the time where we have we can interact with the students and with some of our startup companies that we've heard about already that will be showcasing some of their technologies. And so we're going to have 3 different sessions, and if I can go to the next slide, which I think I can, let's see, I think we're just about to set up here. Okay, thank you. So, I need a second. Okay, so what I recommend is that all of you get this handout. Some of you probably have already got it. It's at the front desk, and it lists here we go. It lists some of the sessions that we're having this afternoon. The first one, the first session is just GCEP posters. You've seen these in previous meetings. We have about 25, 26 posters from the students who have done GCEP-sponsored research. We've also added some other posters from students graduate students and postdocs who have done energy-related work to what we've done in GCEP. And so there are probably around 42, 43 posters. And I recommend that you spend time interacting with the students, talking with them. They'll be standing by their posters in the Ford Gardens over there. For the GCEP posters, we will have a competition. And I'd like to thank all the people who volunteered to be judges. And we'll be going around and speaking to the students. And at the end of the day, we will run a little competition and find out who is the winner of the best poster at the meeting. We're adding a second set of posters this year, and that is on the top right there, and that's on the Energy Transformation Collaborative. This is a class, and I will ask in a moment Stuart McMillan to talk about it. This is a class that we hold at Stanford, and it's a project-based class, and we've taken some of the projects from that class, and we've asked the students to present posters. And so there will be about 4 posters from the ETC, or the Energy Transformation Collaborative class. And then the final event that's going this time will be the Stanford Energy Startup Showcase, and we'll be highlighting 11 startup companies that have come out of Stanford, inspired or directly coming out of GCEP research. And in a moment, Brian Bartholomew will introduce each of those companies, and they'll each have a chance to talk about their companies for about a couple of minutes before we go to the session. The last thing I should mention is that there's no GCEP event without any food or drink, and so there will be a wine and cheese reception at all the different sessions. What I'm showing here is a map, and if you look inside your handout, there is a map of where these sessions are taking place. So we're in the main meeting room here. The research posters, the technical research posters, will be they will be outside in the area by the fountain back there. Then, if you want to go to the showcase, you need to go all the way along to the other end of the building, and there is the Fisher Conference Center there. And on both sides of the foyer there, you'll be able to go to the rooms which will have the Stanford Energy Showcase. At the end of the building, there's actually an area called the McCall Plaza, and there we will have the ETC posters, and we'll also have some of the other technical posters. So please try and go there as well. So, hopefully you can get to see that. I think I've talked about. Oh, okay. So let me say a word or two about the GCEP posters. I've said what they are. We're actually dividing them up into 3 categories: bioenergy conversion and negative emissions, carbon management, and materials science for energy conversion. We're having 2 sessions, the session A and session B, They're each about an hour and a half, so the odd number posters are being presented from 3:15 to 4:45, and the even number ones will be from 3:45 to 5:15. This gives a chance for the students themselves to see some of the other posters. And I won't say anything more about the other two sessions because I'm going to hand it over now to Stuart McMillan, who is an adjunct professor here at Stanford and has been teaching being one of the instructors of the ETC class for the past couple of years, and he will say a few words about the ETC posters.